Welcome to the Hellfire Book Club. I'm your host, Ignis Blackwood. Imagine, if you will, a quiet town where life hums along predictably, days blending into nights without a ripple of disturbance. But lurking beneath that calm exterior is a sinister unknown, an unexplained absence, a mystery that tears open the fabric of the familiar. In The Girl Who Was Taken by Charlie Donlea, the ordinary becomes a gateway to dread, and a single disappearance spirals into a haunting exploration of survival, obsession, and the relentless search for justice. Here, the question isn't just who vanished, but what dark truths are left for those who remain, trapped in the grip of an unyielding mystery. The Girl Who Was Taken pulls readers into the uneasy calm of Emerson Bay, a small town rocked by the sudden disappearance of two teenage girls, Megan McDonald and Nicole Cuddy. Megan is eventually found alive, but Nicole remains missing. While Megan's return propels her into a whirlwind of media attention as a survivor and symbol of hope, her trauma is far from resolved. At the same time, Nicole's sister, Livia Cuddy, a forensic pathologist in training, becomes consumed by her sister's disappearance. Haunted by the possibility that Nicole is out there, perhaps alive or not, Livia embarks on a dogged pursuit to unearth the truth. Their paths collide as each woman faces the darker sides of survival and trauma. And as we learn, each carries scars that run deeper than anyone might guess. When Donlea published The Girl Who Was Taken in 2017, society's gaze was shifting, becoming increasingly attuned to the stories of survivors and their trauma. Amidst a rising fascination with true crime and survivor narratives, Donlea gives us Megan, both a survivor and a reluctant icon. Her story becomes a kind of public spectacle, with Megan thrust into a spotlight that demands she embody resilience. The world wants to see strength, but what Donlea reveals is the cost of that demand. We're reminded that in our culture, survivors are often urged to share their pain, as if their recovery must serve as an emblem of hope for others. Megan's fame overshadows Livia's private torment, as she watches Megan's story take center stage while her own sister's disappearance lingers, painfully unresolved. This contrast invites us to reflect on the double-edged nature of survivor narratives. Donlea masterfully contrasts Megan's public role with Livia's personal grief, highlighting the difficult journey of those who survive and those left behind to confront the unthinkable absence. Nicole Cuddy, Livia's younger sister, lingers as a vivid, complex presence, even if we only know her through others' memories. She was bold, independent, and unafraid of defying small-town expectations. In contrast, Megan, charming, intelligent, and the picture of success, seems almost perfectly suited to her role as a survivor. Her image easily captures the public's imagination, overshadowing Nicole, who perhaps didn't fit as neatly into the narrative of an ideal victim. Then we meet Livia, Nicole's older sister, a deeply motivated young woman who funnels her grief into the meticulous world of forensic science. Logical, dedicated, and haunted by the decision not to answer Nicole's call the night she vanished. Livia's regret fuels her determination. Her complex, sometimes conflicted personality is compelling, embodying both fierce loyalty and the guilt of wondering if she could have prevented her sister's disappearance. And then there's Megan, the girl who was taken and returned, whose fame feels empty, a hollow reminder of what she lost. Though celebrated as a survivor, she's left with hidden wounds she can scarcely process. Donlea's portrayal of Megan digs into the complexity of healing under the relentless scrutiny of those who demand her story. The novel grapples with our society's fixation on survivor stories and how the public idealizes them. Megan's memoir serves as a beacon for those who seek hope in her story, but it also traps her in an image she may not truly embrace. Her experience underscores the burden placed on survivors to be symbols of strength, even when their personal journey remains raw and unfinished. Meanwhile, Livia's search for answers about Nicole's disappearance becomes an obsession, pulling her into a place where unresolved trauma pushes her into a frantic pursuit, one that borders on self-destruction. Another significant theme is the role of public perception in justice. Nicole's absence, overshadowed by Megan's fame, forces Livia to fight that much harder to affirm her sister's worth. This speaks to a reality many families face when their loved ones' cases receive little attention. Donlea's story makes us question whose stories are told and why, examining the uncomfortable truth of our own biases. Imagine yourself in Livia's shoes, a budding forensic pathologist consumed by a need to know the truth about your missing sister. Could you separate your clinical perspective from the overwhelming desire to uncover the truth? Or would the search for answers consume you entirely? Or think of being Megan, having survived a nightmare only to find yourself turned into a reluctant icon of hope. Would you feel grateful or overwhelmed by a society that needs your story to fit a mold? Donlea's characters are so meticulously crafted, it's hard not to wonder, how would we navigate the dark currents they face? The Girl Who Was Taken isn't just a thriller. It's a profound look into the psychological and emotional realities of those caught in the aftermath of trauma. Donlea refuses to give us a simple resolution, instead asking us to confront the layers of pain, resilience, and loss that follow these characters. If you're drawn to narratives that peel back emotional layers and challenge you with questions, this book is a gripping journey from start to finish. And for those who have read it, do you believe Livia's relentless search for the truth was worth her own suffering? Or did it pull her too close to the same darkness that took her sister? Thank you for joining me on this journey into the eerie and gripping world of The Girl Who Was Taken. If you're drawn to stories that blur the line between the ordinary and the unsettling, this novel is sure to leave you spellbound. Until next time, stay curious. And remember, some mysteries are darker than they seem.